Sinabi po nyo kanina, 10 yung control points. Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko? For the entire country, 10 yung control points. Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
Sir, hindi 10 as in 10?
Yes.
Hindi
10.
po. Hindi po. We have 3 control centers. One for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
And walang central control point to control the 3 control points.
Meron po kaming convergence point, yung central grid operations, pero it's just monitoring the interchange points.
Yeah, but
wala po. For each region, you're correct, sir.
so if you decide to cut off the power for the entire country, wala po yun?
Wala po.
Wala po. So it's for the 3 control points.
Yes,
Kung
sir.
gusto nyong patayin ang power sa Visayas, po pwede.
Yes, sir. Using the control center, one
Yes.
by one, you turn off the circuit breakers.
So
you
walang
isolate the plants.
central control point to control yung 3 control points.
Yes, sir. If you're referring to central control point as a single control, single button, wala pong ganun.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Acop. Thank you. So, the Honorable Jinky Luis Trace to have the floor.
Mr. Chair, just a interjection. With the indulgence of Congresswoman
Yes,
Luistro,
yes, agreed.
na medyo nakiliti lang ako dun sa tanong ni Congressman Acop. If I may ask, this is a technical question. Kasi kanina ang sagot, walang central control system, no, to turn off, let's say, the whole power system of the country, correct?
Sir, we have a control center, pero walang single button to turn
it off. Okay.
Yes.
Now, can anyone just turn it off like that? Anong proseso pag turn off niyan? Sinong may approval?
Yun.
We have on-duty system operators.
So yung duty lang ang nando doon. Halimbawa, yung naka-on duty, kinurap nung isang kalaban ng bansa. At sinabing, patayin mo lahat nung yung area ng kuryente nung area yon. Can they do that?
What do you mean by corrupt? In-instruct-an?
Oh, in-instruct. Oh.
They should not follow.
Huh?
It's not part of their duty, sir.
No. What was that again?
Hindi. Ibig sabihin, sir, how could they do that? Why would they follow the instruction of other people from other countries?
In simple analogy, ganito lang yan. Ano? Sabi mo kasi, it can just be turned off just like that.
Yes, sir.
Diba? Now, ang tanong ko, sino ang pwedeng magsabi i-turn off yan? At kung merong ganyang order, ano yung procedure o yung proseso para i-turn off yan?
Yes, sir. We have procedures on how we operate our equipment and especially the grid. May mga responsibility po yung system operator as outlined dyan sa Philippine Grid Code, and then meron kaming mga internal procedures.
Okay, ganito na lang, para doon sa mga nanonood, no? Halimbawa, kaya nga binigyan kita example Sabi mo yung duty, ano yun? Ang sabi mo? What did you say? The
Yung
duty?
system operator on duty, meron po
Okay,
kaming
system
dispatcher na
operator
tinatawag.
on duty. Siya ang may kapangyarihan para i-switch on or i-switch off yung power supply, correct?
Yes, opo.
Okay. Dahil siya on duty, tinakot ng isang terrorist group, no? Tinutukan, tinakot. Sinabi niyang, patayin mo yung switch na yan. Turn it off. Can they do that?
Hypothetical po, kung halimbawang nasakop nga, nandun siya sa control center, that's possible. Kasi ma-operate niya manually.
Ano nga yung procedure pag turn off?
Meron po tayong...
Who decides? Is that the decision of the duty, ano yun? Duty system manager o ganyan?
Yes, sir,
Decision
opo.
lang niya yun?
It's a decision based on established procedures po. May guidelines po tayo.
May established procedure pala Ano nga yung procedure? Ano yung procedure?
Kung halimbawa po, merong maintenance, pwede niyang patayin yon. May emergency, may risk sa life, sa equipment, pwede niya pong patayin.
I raised a hypothetical scenario. na terrorist group came into that place. Tinakot yung operator. Sabi, patayin mo yung ano, kaya niyang gawin yon.
Kaya niya po.
Oh, so yun ang tinatanong namin.
Yeah, if it's possible,
so ibig
he can do
sabihin, the power to switch it on or switch it off ay nasa isang tao lang doon sa duty manager.
Not necessarily isang tao, isang team. Usually po, 3 tao yung naka-duty.
O isa, dalawa, tatlo, ibig sabihin nasa kamay lang nila ang desisyon. So walang security feature, wala man lamang safety measure or security measure to prevent that hypothetical scenario from happening. Is that correct?
Sir, yung details po, pwede naman namin i-discuss kasi kung sabi nyo nga, security yung involved. Pero public po kasi baka po hindi namin basta-basta ma-disclose yung process nung...
Sige, let's not go into the details. Yun lang gusto namin malaman. Kung may isang nasa kamay lang ng isa, dalawa, 3 tao pala, pwede nang i-switch yun eh.
Yes, sir.
Alam mo, very critical yung issue that we are discussing here because one, bukod dun sa issue that Congressman Dan Fernandez raised and the chair raised, the question that actually needs answers is who controls NGCP? Is it the Filipino or the Chinese? Based on documents, sinasabi na Chinese kasi sila yung ano kaya nga we're digging deeper. That's why we're asking questions. Now you're telling us na yung meron palang power to switch it on or off is only in the hands of one or a few. Therefore, masyadong vulnerable yung sistemang yan. But I will ask that question later and elaborate on that, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Congresswoman Jinky Luistro and Mr. Chair.
Luistro still has the floor. The Honorable Luistro.
Asa mo na sa akin?
Mr. Chair, I came across this NARI, the one which provides the IT infrastructure of NGCP. Does NGCP confirm this? NARI.
Mr. Chair, I am not familiar.
May we place back on board the technical officer of NGCP.
Mr. Clark Agustin, please take the chair of Attorney Malyari.
Do you confirm that the IT infrastructure of NGCP is now NARI?
For the IT, it's not NARI, but we have equipment branded as NARI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Equipment is branded as
Some.
NARI,
Some equipment,
Some.
not all, yes, ma'am.
but you deny that IT infrastructure is NARI.
I'm not sure about the specific brand of our IT. And it's not, I think not supplied by only one brand, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, I wish to remind our resource person that he is testifying under oath. So I hope you are giving truthful information to this committee. I understand that prior to NGCP, the IT infrastructure is Scada, a Filipino corporation. However, upon the assumption of NGCP, they converted to NARI, which is a Chinese corporation. Now, I wish to ask, what is the reason why you switched from Scada, a Filipino corporation, to NARI, a Chinese corporation?
Ma'am, I would just like to clarify. IT is different from the Scada. So, Scada is our control system. That's our system control and
Do you
data
still have
acquisition.
that Scada
Yes,
up
ma'am.
to now?
Yes, ma'am. We have a Scada. Yes.
Are you still using a Scada?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, all power utilities uses Scada to control their power system.
If Scada has this capacity,
Opo, Scada stands for System Control and Data Acquisition. You use it to monitor and control the power system in the case of NGCP.
and you're still using that,
Yes, ma'am. We need the Scada to control our power system.
then why resort to other Chinese corporations if Scada has the capacity to provide the necessary technical aspect of the NGCP corporation? Why resort to NARI if Scada is still dependable?
Ma'am, our Scada is just the tool. It's the system we use to control the power grid. So
How about NARI?
actually the brand of our Scada as of now is
Mr. Chair,
NARI.
just a point of information para lang magkaintindihan. Hindi sila nagkaintindihan eh.
If you will shed clarification,
Yes.
okay, you're acknowledged.
As a point of information, Mr. Chair, yung Scada, ginagamit yun lahat sa mga public utilities, either distribution or transmission. Ang ibig sabihin lang ng Scada, yung sinabi kanina, yung sistema. Pero yung mga mga equipment, pwede namang iba-ibang brand yun. Scada is not a brand. It is a system of control. So, kung halimbawa, ikaw yung chairman ngayon, ikaw yung Scada, ikaw nagko-control ng dito. But we can use different brand of equipments. So, yun lang yun. It is not a brand. It is a system, control system.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Dago. The Honorable Jinky.
Mr. Chair, I acknowledge that we are dealing with a very technical matter. So, to give opportunity to people who are not endowed with technical know-how, I wish to suggest, Mr. Chair, that we conduct an ocular inspection of the NGCP IT infrastructure, including the system, and perhaps we can invite experts to guide the committee members in evaluating whether this system are the one which really are in main control of the operation of the NGCP, one which is Chinese owned, or just equipments being used by Filipino citizens. That is a recommendation, a suggestion, Mr. Chair, from this humble representation.
Noted. We will make the representation for us to be able to make an ocular.
Mr. Chair, I wish to conclude on this point as my other questions has something to do with NARI, which information that I have is the IT infrastructure of NGCP. And with that, Mr. Chair, I wish to make this final manifestation that with all due respect to our esteemed colleagues and our resource persons, but it is indeed my humble submission that while we, in the face of the general information sheet of NGCP, only 40% is Chinese owned, considering, however, the presence of Chinese citizens, one as chairman, the other two as evaluators of bid, the other one as chief technical officer, and NARI, which I believe is Chinese IT infrastructure. It is my humble submission, Mr. Chair, that it seems that the control over the NGCP has been compromised already in favor of foreign nationals. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Jinky Luistro. The Chair recognizes the Honorable Junicio. Ernest Junicio is now Okay. So he will do a swap. The chair recognizes the Honorable Suarez.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I just wanted to inquire, did Congresswoman Jinky Luistro move that we do an ocular inspection to the NGCP facilities?
Suggestion. A manifestation. There was no motion.
Can I therefore push forward the motion that we visit the NGCP facilities and do an ocular inspection, Mr. Chair? So moved.
Second
There's a
motion.
motion duly seconded. The chair no objections. The motion of the Honorable David Suarez for a ocular inspection is hereby approved.
Okay. And
point
is
of
it
order.
also,
Mr. Chairman,
The
When-
Honorable
when?
Congressman
J.J.
Fernandez,
Suarez still has the floor.
when you had your chance, I was quiet and still. Maybe while I've had my time, you can be quiet and still as well.
With the indulgence of the deputy,
Excuse
just
me, Congressman
clarification.
Dagook.
Ano lang,
You've
clarification.
had 2 clarifications. I haven't even had 2 minutes of speaking.
I-clarify ko lang sana, Mr. Chair, kung sa tatlong island, sa tatlong control ba yung ocular. Yun lang. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, Mr. Chair, I was gonna move to that actually, but since tinanong na rin na Mr. Dagook yung susunod ko pong tanong at hindi na nakapag-antay na itanong ko, maaari po ba, Mr. Chair, na maliban sa pagbisita po natin sa facilities ng NGCP, makapagdala din po tayo ng mga organisasyon at mga tauhan na may technical capabilities that can properly guide the committee in our ocular inspection, Mr. Chair. So move.
Okay, there's a motion duly seconded. The chair no objection. Motion is approved. We will have now to, I was advised by DOE that there are some security protocols for this. And we have to be able to do this correctly, so we will prepare a letter. We will coordinate with you on the ocular inspection. Okay, we understand that there are some issues that has to be addressed, but I think the question really is who would have control in case that button has to be turned off or turned on. I think that's where it goes. The Honorable Suarez, you still have the floor.
Thank you,
Unless
Mayor.
you're willing to swap already. Are you done? Not yet?
No, I'm not yet
Yeah,
done.
please proceed.
I'm not even starting, Mr. Chair.
My
Anyway, Mr.
apologies.
Chair, again to NGCP, I would just like